Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. For those who watch this channel for about a month or so, you might be well aware of the fact I am pretty ambivalent to the point of, I'm actually pretty upset to the point of being almost afraid, maybe really concerned. I don't know what the right word is here, but the notion of the war on cash. And this doesn't come from like a place of greed or something. I want all the cash or something like that. No, it's about privacy. At the end of the day, cash is fundamentally about privacy, and all these issues associated with, and all this discussion associated with central bank digital currencies, cryptocurrencies, distributed ledger technology, blockchain technology, all this stuff that pertains to like widespread public usage really concerns me, because there are massive privacy implications to this that I don't think people are even understanding on a basic level. And so let's get started here. I thought of making this video after reading a recent article from the Bangkok Post, bangkokpost.com. Article is titled, Thais Willing to Share Data to Enable Better Online Banking. First thing I will say there is the road to hell is paved in convenience. You know, I've seen this so many times throughout my life, and I haven't been around that long, but I have been around at a pretty interesting time to be around, where I've watched a lot of what were once just kind of mundane things that people just dealt with become a convenience issue, and then it's become kind of a data tracking issue. So for example, where, people once called each other, now they text all the time. And they don't just SMS, they use chat apps. Well, the apps are kind of mining all that data. You don't have any privacy much to speak of on those platforms. I'm not talking about every platform. I know there's different platforms that do things different ways, but the platforms that a lot of people use, that the bulk of people use, probably mining a lot of your personal data through those chat apps. It's just a fact. And again, and it's just me commenting, but yeah, the road to hell is paved in convenience. I mean, that's just how I look at it. In any event, quoting this article, title again is, Thais Willing to Share Data to Enable Better Online Banking, Bangkok Post, bangkokpost.com. Quoting directly, the majority of Thai consumers want a better digital banking experience, with more than half willing to share and have their data collected by service providers to improve their experience, according to a recent survey. The, quote, Bank of the Future, unquote, report conducted by Capco, a technology consultancy, found 89% of 890 respondents residing in Bangkok and surrounding areas want more efficient online banking services. Well, 890 people out of what, 15 million in the Bangkok metro area? So, I mean, huge sample size, just want to say. 890 respondents, love to know the backgrounds there, especially as this is coming from a technology consultancy. So presumably, I mean, I don't know. I shouldn't say anything, but, if I'm going to run a survey, there's probably people in my near vicinity that I'm going to run that survey by, I would think. So, there would at least, one could presume there'd at least be a disproportionate number of lawyers and legal professionals in a survey that I conducted, especially a survey with only 890 people in it. So, just one man's opinion. I'm not calling anybody out on that. I'm just simply saying I would love to know the data underlying this survey. I can tell you that whatever a majority, and I like how it's framed, the majority of Thai consumers, and then you get down there and you find out, well, no, it's 89% of 890 people. So less than 1,000 people thought this was a good idea. I don't think it's a good idea, obviously. That's why I'm making this video. Because, look, this is a privacy issue. It's not about cash, and I'm really getting tired of the constant refrain of money laundering and this and that. No. We talked about this when they came down with, you need an ID card to go to a cash deposit machine. You need a Thai ID card to go to a cash deposit machine here in Thailand because of anti-money laundering provisions. Really? That's not how cash deposit machines work. People are not, like I say, it's not Scarface, Al Pacino down at the cash deposit machine just like putting in logs of money like it's a wood chipper or something. That isn't it. I've watched people use CDMs here for years. Mostly they're people from the cash economy that, yes, they need to put their cash somewhere. It's usually their capital to run their small business is what you're usually dealing with. But these are folks, are putting in somewhere between 1,000 and probably 10, maybe 20 max, at 20,000 baht into a cash deposit machine a year. So for those out there who are watching this who are foreigners, not Thais, we're talking somewhere between $30 and $600 that we were that I mostly ever saw anyone use a CDM here in Thailand for the most part. There are exceptions to that. It was higher. But as I said, it's cartoonish to think that, Al Pacino from Scarface is out there just shooting logs of money into one of these CDMs. It's not ever been how it works. They don't even have the capacity to take all that much money. I would kind of like to know what the maximum capacity a CDM machine can even take, at a given time in one transaction. I mean, if you go in with 1 million baht, do you have to do it like 100,000 baht at a time? Nobody would want to do that. It's, again, this whole thing has been sort of portrayed and framed as this major issue to, go after nefarious characters. Well, that's not really the case. And then now it's kind of being framed as, convenience. Well, we've got digitized almost everything. It's pretty convenient. How much more convenient does it need to be? Honestly, at what point does convenience, we have cards instead of cash now. You even got these little things that you can just tap on things. They've just got a chip in them, basically. How much, why do we need to get rid of cash? Why this huge push to get rid of cash? Where is this coming from and why? Because the only thing I see when you get rid of cash is just a loss of privacy. I don't see that it improves, I see it changes certain aspects of the banking system fundamentally. We've done videos on that. But where's the improvement to society as a whole if we're now using payment tokens, which can only really be the name for it, that are tracked and traced everywhere? Where's the extra convenience in that? Because we've already got cash that we can basically do that with. You can do online purchases. You can do anything right now with the system that we have. Why does it need to be changed, and why does cash need to be destroyed?